You think you're just watching a video right now, but I need you to know something deeper. This isn't random. This isn't accidental. I called you here. I chose this exact moment, this second in your timeline, to speak into the parts of you that no one else sees. Because today, I will touch your life. Not gently, not casually, but deeply, eternally, divinely. You've been walking through things you haven't told anyone about. You've been praying prayers that felt like they bounced off the ceiling. And yet, I've heard every whisper. I've counted every tear. And now, I'm responding. You didn't find me. I came for you. I've been watching you since before the foundation of the world. Before you had a name, I already called you mine. Before you fell, I made a plan to lift you. Before you broke, I planned your healing. And now, I speak. Right here, right now. This is more than a video. It's a divine encounter. Let your heart be still. Let your walls fall down. Let every defense you've built to protect your pain crumble in my presence. Because this is the moment I've waited for. The moment you stop scrolling, stop striving, stop hiding, and finally listen. I am not far from you. I am not disappointed in you. I am not done with you. I'm right here. And today, everything can change. Before you ever reached for me, I saw you. Before you ever thought about loving me, I already loved you. Before your first cry, before your first breath, before your first heartbreak. I was there. I saw you when you were a child, before the fear crept in, before the confusion set in, before you learned how to pretend everything was okay. I saw the real you, the soft-hearted, sincere, searching version of you that still exists beneath the pain. And I never stopped watching. I saw you in the silence, when you lay awake at night and wondered why life felt so loud and so empty at the same time. I saw you when you tried to pray, but didn't have the words. I saw you when you said, "God, are you even real?" And still, I stayed near. I saw what broke you. I saw who left. I saw what they said, and what it did to your soul. But I also saw who you were before the world touched you. And I've been fighting for that version of you ever since. You see pain. I see purpose. You see failure. I see formation. You see a mess. But I see a miracle in progress. I didn't turn away when you made mistakes. I didn't pull back when you let me down. I didn't hesitate when darkness came close. I stepped closer, even when you didn't notice me. Even when you thought I abandoned you, I never left. I walked with you through the fire, so you wouldn't burn. I stood by you in the storm, so you wouldn't drown. And now I speak to you face to face, heart to heart, spirit to spirit, not to remind you of your past, but to tell you about your future, because you're not forgotten. You're not invisible, and you're not beyond my reach. I saw you, and I still do. And now, I will touch your life in a way that leaves no part of you the same. Are you ready? You've talked to everyone else. You've run to advice, distractions, music, noise, even silence, hoping something would speak to the ache in your soul. But I've been right here, waiting. Not waiting to punish you, waiting to restore you. You thought you were waiting on me, didn't you? But I've been the one waiting on you. Not for your perfection, not for your performance, not for your fake smile and carefully curated prayers. I've been waiting for your real voice, the one that trembles when it speaks, the one that doesn't know how to say the right thing, the one that cries, groans, breaks. That's the voice I long to hear. Because I don't need your religion, I want your honesty. You've asked, where have you been? Here. I've been here in the hospital room, in the argument, in the quiet drive home when you wondered if anyone would ever understand you. I've been in the back row of the church where you didn't feel seen. I've been in the shower where you wept in secret. I've been in the sin you hated but couldn't shake. I didn't run from your mess. I waded through it. I saw every wall you built, and I waited outside them until you were tired of guarding your pain. This is that moment. This is the conversation I've been waiting to have. The one where you finally let me speak, where you stop quoting me and start hearing me. where you stop avoiding me and finally invite me in. I know your thoughts. I know your doubts. I know the things you're afraid to say out loud. Say them. I'm not shocked. I'm not offended. I'm not walking away. I'm still here. And this time, I'm not just going to comfort you. I'm going to transform you. You've been hiding parts of your heart like I can't see them, covering wounds with smiles, burying trauma under performance, carrying shame as if I didn't already take it. But hear me clearly. I'm not afraid of your mess. I'm not scared of the addiction. I'm not disgusted by the secret. I'm not walking out because of your past. I stayed. When others left, I stayed. When you fell again, I stayed. When you said, I'll never do it again, and did, it was my mercy that covered you, my hand that kept you, my voice that kept calling you back. You are not too far gone. You don't need to sanitize your sin before coming to me. You don't need to pretend you're okay. That's not strength. That's survival. And I didn't die to keep you surviving. I died to make you free. Let me into the places you've locked up, the bitterness you've justified, the pain you've normalized, the habits you've accepted as just who I am. Let me show you who you really are. You are not your struggle. You are not your failure. You are not your sin. You are mine. And I never throw away what I died for. Let the masks fall. Let the weight drop. Let the tears come if they need to. I will not flinch at your truth. I will wash it, heal it, redeem it, because I'm not looking for perfect vessels. I'm looking for surrendered ones. Let me into your mess, and I'll show you what I can do with ashes. Because today, yes, this very day, I will touch your life from the inside out. You think you ruined everything, don't you? You think that one moment, one sin, one season disqualified you from everything I promised. But I need you to hear me clearly. You are still chosen. Yes, even after the mistake. You think you've fallen too far. I knew your weaknesses when I called you. You think I'm surprised by your failures? I saw every one of them, and I chose you anyway. You're measuring your future by your past, but I'm not. I don't define you by what you did. I define you by what I did on that cross. I didn't call you because you were strong. I called you because I am. I didn't save you to use you once and throw you away. I saved you to walk with you every step, especially the broken ones. Yes, you stumbled, but grace stood under you. Yes, you messed up, but mercy met you there. Yes, the enemy pointed at your shame, but I pointed at your name, still written in my book. You are not the sum of your worst decision. You are the object of my relentless love. I'm not done writing your story, so stop acting like your story is over. You may have given up on yourself, but I never did. You may have walked away, but I never stopped chasing. You may have believed the lie that you're disqualified, but today I silence that lie with truth. You are still mine, still called, still chosen, still anointed, still part of the plan. So rise up, not because you feel worthy, but because I made you worthy. Not because you're perfect, but because you're forgiven. You're still chosen, and I still have work to do in you. There's something you buried, something you stopped talking about, stopped believing for, stopped praying over. You gave up because it hurt too much to hope. But I haven't given up. In fact, that very thing, the one you think is too far gone, that's the place I want to touch today. The wound that's too deep, the prayer that went unanswered, the dream that died slowly while you kept smiling. I saw it, and I never forgot. You stopped bringing it to me because you thought I said no. But sometimes delay isn't denial. It's preparation. You wanted it now, but I needed to protect you first. Grow you, shape you, make room for the blessing without it crushing you. I don't just hand out answers. I build foundations strong enough to carry them. So today, I come for the forgotten places. The parts you tried to forget because it was easier to stop believing. But I never stopped working. You see silence. I see setup. You see loss. I see legacy. You see a tomb. I see a resurrection waiting to happen. I want it back. The prayer, the desire, the tears, the part of your heart you silenced because it was too risky to feel. Let me in. Let me breathe on it again. Let me show you what happens when I revive what you thought was over. Because nothing is dead until I say it is. And today, yes, today I am saying, it's not over, it's not too late, and I'm not finished. Bring me what you stopped praying about, and watch me do what only I can do. You're exhausted, and I see it. Not just tired in your body, worn out in your spirit, drained from trying to hold everything together, carrying burdens I never asked you to carry, fighting battles I never told you to fight. You've confused responsibility with control. You've been praying for my will while trying to make it happen your way. You've asked me to move, but you never laid down your sword. Child, you were never meant to be your own defender. You were never meant to fix what only I can heal. You've tried to be the strong one, the smart one, the one who holds it all together. But the truth is, your strength is wearing you out. I never called you to strive. I called you to surrender. I didn't ask you to fight for victory. I told you to fight from victory. There's a difference. You're battling in circles because you've picked up a weight I already defeated. You're swinging at shadows, wrestling with fear, trying to earn what I already gave you. Let me fight for you. Let me silence the lies. Let me break the cycle. Let me go before you and make the crooked path straight. You've been trying to save others when I'm still trying to save you. You've been trying to win a war I already won. Stop. Breathe. Put down your weapons and pick up my promises. The enemy isn't intimidated by your effort, but he trembles at your surrender. Because when you surrender to me, you step into a fight that's already finished. The battle belongs to me. So rest in that. You're not losing because you're weak. You're weary because you won't let me lead. Today, let go. Let me take it from here. I know what it looks like. It looks like I'm quiet. It looks like nothing's changing. It looks like the promise is stuck. The prayer is unanswered. The breakthrough is late. But listen to me. You're looking with human eyes. I want you to trust with spiritual ones, because I am doing more than you can see. You think I'm inactive. I'm orchestrating miracles in silence. You think I forgot. I'm working behind the scenes where your eyes can't go. While you were sleeping, I was moving. While you were weeping, I was preparing. While you were doubting, I was defeating things in the unseen realm just to make a way for your next chapter. I never stopped. But the problem is, you keep measuring my power by your timeline. You want instant. I'm building eternal. You want relief. I'm doing redemption. You want answers. But I'm giving you me, and I'm always enough. What you call delay, I call strategy. What you call silence, I call setup. What you call unanswered, I call not yet. Don't confuse slow with absent. Don't mistake quiet for inactive. Don't interpret invisible as unloving. I am working, right now, right here, right in the middle of your confusion and chaos. I'm aligning hearts. I'm removing what would have ruined you. I'm preparing things you didn't even know to pray for. You see a seed. I see the harvest. So trust me, not just with what you see, but especially with what you don't, because I'm the God of the hidden, and soon you'll see what I've been doing all along. You've waited long enough. You've wandered long enough. You've carried what I died to lift. You've settled for survival when I called you to live. But today, everything changes. Not because you feel different, not because your situation suddenly shifts, but because I'm standing in front of you, knocking on the door of your heart, not for a moment, but for a permanent place. You keep asking me to visit, but I came to move in. I don't want part of your heart. I want all of it, not the cleaned up version, not the religious performance, not the once-a-week Sunday space. I want your fears. I want your questions. I want your joy, your dreams, your struggles, your scars. I want you, all of you. And if you'll open the door fully, if you'll stop giving me pieces and start giving me permission, then today won't be just another emotional moment. It will be a spiritual turning point. This isn't just about inspiration. It's about impartation. I didn't speak all of this just to make you feel better. I spoke this to awaken you, because what I'm placing in you today, peace, clarity, fire, freedom, will demand a different way of living. You cannot go back to normal after this. You cannot keep sleeping through your calling. You cannot keep making excuses when heaven is handing you purpose. Today is holy, and it requires a response. So here's my invitation. Let me change you. Let me lead you. Let me fill you, walk with you, empower you. Every single day from this point forward, say yes, not just with your mouth, but with your life. Because today is the day everything shifts, and you will never be the same again. You've heard my voice. You've felt my presence. You've seen what happens when heaven draws near. But now, I'm asking for more than agreement. I'm asking for movement. You don't need another emotional high. You need a holy decision. Because this moment wasn't just for comfort. It was for conversion. I touched your life today. But will you walk with me tomorrow? When the screen goes dark and the noise comes back, will you still choose me? When temptation whispers and fear returns, will you still trust me? When your faith is tested and obedience is costly, will you still follow? I didn't bring you here just to remind you of who I am. I brought you here to remind you of who you are. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are mine. So rise up from this moment different. Talk to me like I'm real, because I am. Walk like you're free, because you are. Live like you're sent, because you've been called. And never forget this. You didn't just watch a video, you had an encounter. Now walk out what I've spoken over you. I will go with you. I will lead you. I will sustain you. I will finish what I started in you, because you are my child, and I touched your life today. Don't go back. Go forward with me.